I've had a lot of trouble with my creativity for a long time. I tend to overthink things to an unhealthy extent and place these wonky standards on everything I make. And sometimes I have a hard time coming up with good ideas, and I feel like my brain cells are on holiday or something. Recently, I've grown really tired of spending hours and hours just considering every single facet of everything and thinking if my work will be worth my time and worth other people's time, and will it add something to the world? Will it be valuable? Would it have a message? Would it solve climate change? While all those factors are really important to consider, I feel like for me they've turned into these sort of restrictions that hold me back from creating freely. And I miss the way I would create things as a kid. Nothing I made was ever too special or groundbreaking or important, but there's something admirable about a child's art. It's that essence of simplicity and honesty and spontaneity. All my favorite artists and musicians and skateboarders and filmmakers are the ones who've been able to capture that childlike sense of experimentation and creativity and freedom, and channel it into their work in this pure and just amazing manner that you can see this person is creating from their heart. When I was younger, my friends and I would meet over the weekend and make these films. We made lots of stop motion films and horror films, and they were interesting. But I always look back very fondly on those times because it reminds me of when I would create things and I didn't give a damn about if anyone would really like it or if anyone would see it or if I would get views or likes. You know, the process was really simple. It was, we would get an idea, if it sounded fun enough we would make it, then we would enjoy it or hate it, and then we'd move on to the next thing. And that was it. It was really simple and pure. Recently, I found myself considering all these imaginary factors that I had placed on my creativity and my ideas. It was no longer a simple process where I did whatever sounded fun. It was a process of scrutiny and overthinking and self-doubt, and that kind of just corrupts the entire process. And I know it doesn't have to be that way. I think maybe that inner critic that is limiting me now has stemmed from all the different external voices that have told me what I should and shouldn't be making. All the voices that try to objectify art. All the people that said you're only a filmmaker when you're making multi-million-dollar blockbusters in Hollywood or something, and you're only an artist when someone would pay to see your work. That is pungent nonsense. The creative process doesn't have to be so complex. Do you make films? You're a filmmaker. Do you paint? You're a painter. Do you sing? You're a singer. I sing in the shower all the time. My neighbors love it. I'm not sure, but I think they only like yelled at me once, but I think they really dig it. It's quite the spectacle. So yeah, I'm a singer too. It might suck, but if it brings me joy, then that's the only thing that matters. And if you're already doing what you enjoy, then it's worth holding on to. There's only so many things in life that can bring you pure joy, and if you find one of those things, it's worth preserving and keeping pure. And I want to get to the point where I don't care if anyone ever looks at another photo I take or watches another film I make. I feel like if you like the things you're making, that is the highest sort of recognition or reward you could get ever. There is no objectively best piece of work. There is no correct way to do things. That's where the creativity comes in. That's where your own personal and unique way of thinking comes into your work. And if you let that go in place of trends and what sounds like other people would like, then you're losing yourself and you're losing what makes you you. And I'm not trying to discount high standards or creative criticism in any way. Those are really important, but at the forefront of your decision making and idea generation and creative process should be making things that you care about. I feel like if you're able to make something that you would want to watch or you would want to read or listen to, then that's good enough. I'm sure someone else will dig it too, eventually. Every video I make is me saying things that I need to hear and hoping that someone else needs to hear it too. And if you needed to hear it, I'm glad you did, and I'm glad you're here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.